The Anti-Malthusian song. At 21 I get married, and to lass what I took for me wife were to me such a love as without her I couldn't have pottered through life. Every year added one to our number, and twins altered reckoning twice, till me loaf were at bottom in no time when everyone had a slice. With nought but me health to depend on, I were careful and quiet as a mouse, no but one pair hands to powders, one prop to support a whole house. Oh, wedlock is wonderful happy, from th' altar to th' edge of a grave, where a wife as is nought but a wet nurse, a husband is nobbut a slave. It's fearful to think upon future, when a pair of true hearts have been joined, how well the poor mon's to be hampered, how badly his wife's to be oined. A spoon and a can and some porridge, clogs and stockings and school ways to boot. When a chap has a house full of childer, where is there a mon as can do it? There's rich folk as hardly has any, with plenty of money and meat, while poor folk are blessed with too money, as can't find 'em summat to eat. T'other day, when what should have been breakfast was sided with little ado, after 3 had been enthralling with childer, our Sally had sent 'em to school. Little Jody turned snifterin' and whimpering, "Say thou, mammy, I've lost me 2 o'clout." "Thou too late, thou'll get lit, dost thee hear me? Ne'er heed it, be off without bout. Your squires and your parsons and such like, what never knew stint to their meals, have no notion and cannot imagine what pinch-bellied poverty feels. Fine folk what would be met upon market, with goods to prop out their good cheerns, I'd feel puzzled if one were to ask 'em what gradely poverty means. Both willing and able to work, mon, have sout it and can't get a stroke, wi' our Sally upon road for another, and towed as there's too many folk. Wi' only so many folk working, and so many walking about, they're saying it's all along o' big families what leaves such a lot of folk out. We're towed to increase and be fruitful, multiply and replenish the earth, as if a chap bettered a cow price every time as his wife had a birth. Now I've always kept up that commandment, and I'm loath to relinquish it yet, though it's brought me to threshold at workhouse, and plunged me up yed into debt. Me trousers are all torn to tatters, me coat has lost one of its tails, and hardly dare pass by a rag shop, for fear they should throw me on scales. I know kings are like to have soldiers, and soldiers' blood out to be spilled, but I can't see much use in folk living on purpose to do nought but be killed. Folks' bodies worn med to stop bullets, let kings say they were if they die. The best way to do bout any soldiers is first to do bout any war. So t' world like a great load of lumber keeps rowling as time hurries past, increasing poor folk beyond number. Tell statesmen, and all are quite fast. Let us keep upon reet road to ruin, philosophy's fruits known for us, and let war, plague and death keep undoing, and marring God's work as it does.